Hello, this is a video on how to control RC servos from a Chumby One using RobotSee and the Robot Vision Toolkit. So what we have here is a little webcam, and we've got 11 servos. We've got a Links Motion, let's see if I can get it here, SSC32 servo controller connected via serial. Okay, that's a little that little circuit right there is a just a line converter. It converts 3.3 volts coming out of the Chumby to 5.0 volts for the SSC. There's the Chumby. There's the Chumby One, and there's a USB stick that I have installed in the back. So let's go ahead and and I've got a power supply here. So let me go ahead and power cycle this. And you can always have a hard time finding the switch. Okay, so what we're going to do is go ahead and turn it on. Okay, and then I'm going to pause because it takes a while to boot. Okay, so the USB stick that I showed you here, you can download the contents of that USB stick from www.emgrobotics.com. Just decompress the whole zip file onto the root of the USB stick, or the root directory of the USB stick. And what happens is there's some files in there. You can see the Chumby, instead of going to its normal control panel, went to this custom logo screen. And you can actually change that logo. There's a file on there that I'll show you in a minute called logo.jpg, and you can change it to whatever you want. Now if you notice in the upper corner it says SSH to root at 10.0.50.1. So what the software on that USB stick does is it turns the Chumby into a Wi-Fi hotspot. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up my, so this is my tool for my laptop to look for Wi-Fi, and we're going to go ahead and refresh it. And what you'll see is, see the Chumby popped up? So what's happened is my Chumby has just become a Wi-Fi router, and I can now click on it and it's going to go ahead and connect. So you can see I'm now connected to Chumby, and let's go ahead and minimize that. And then if I use a program called Term, which you can download from anywhere, you can download off the web. So I'm going to use a program called Term, and it's going to pop up here. Let's see if I can get this over here. So Term is going to pop up, and I'm going to select a TCP/IP section. This is that address that was on the screen. I'm selecting SSH, and I hit OK. And then it's going to ask me for a username. I'm going to give it root, and then hit OK. And boom, I'm now logged into the Chumby. Okay, so now let's take a look at that memory stick. So now if I, you don't need to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and CD mount USB. And now I'm looking at the memory stick, and if I go ahead and look at the files on the memory stick, you'll see there's some interesting files on there. The key file to know is the edit command, the edit command, and the RobotSee command. So using RobotSee, you can write programs for the Chumby in a language very similar to BASIC. So, and you can edit those programs directly on the Chumby. So I'm going to go ahead and do a ./edit, and I'm going to type in sscdemo.c. This is the program. I'll make sure you can see it all. sscdemo.c is the program I wrote to run all these servos. So you can see there's an editor. That editor is called Nano. It's built. It's flashed onto that USB stick. And there's what my code looks like. So this is what RobotSee looks like. As you can see, it's really easy. It uses print. You open up a serial port because the servo controller communicates via serial. And I've got some examples here on how to do this. It's very easy if you're familiar with BASIC. If you've ever programmed with on a Commodore 64 or an Apple II computer, you can program in RobotSee. So then let's see, go on exit. And then now I'm going to go ahead and run my program, RobotSee, and then I put in the name of the program, demo.c, and then so it's running, and you can see. Let's see, let's try this view. You can see the servos turning. So I have direct precise control of each servo via the Chumby. So using this board, the Lynx Motion SSC32, I can control up to 32 servos using a programming language with the power using a programming language as easy as BASIC with the power of C. It's really late. Okay. Once you remove the memory stick from your Chumby, it turns right back into your normal Chumby. So no long-lasting effects. So that's it. Go to www.emgrobotics.com, and you can go ahead and download the Robot Vision Toolkit. Go to the Chumby tab, and you can download all this. I'll have some pictures up there, some additional instructions, and you can download this and reproduce it. And I also have a schematic and everything that you need to reproduce this.